Hi, friends. Bob's World Life coming at you. Going strong. That's right. Bob's World Life on YouTube. Well, once again, we got a lot of traffic going by the house, but I'll try to talk through it anyway. Well, let's take care of some housekeeping first. First of all, the ladies of Methuen, thank you so much for allowing me to be there with you. I had a great time. I really did, and I appreciate all. I got a bunch of gifts from them. You folks didn't have to do that. Um, but just for the record, I want everybody to know we had 16 people. And listen carefully now. 16 people in Methuen. Every single one of them. And actually, some of them are strangers amongst themselves. They were all strangers to me. But every one of them said, without a shadow of a doubt, they learned something about themselves that they never knew. That's right. 16 people. Think that over a minute. Take that in. 16 people found out something about themselves that they didn't know. That's a big deal to me. And that's what hypnosis is all about. So we had a great time. A lot of crying and laughing and hugging. And it was happening. And I really appreciate it. And I know you folks did, because I got all those gifts and everything that you didn't have to give me. And yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. We're going to do 21 next week. We're going to try for 21, because I got to keep stepping it up a little bit. So we're going to try 21 people. And if that works, the next plan is a hall. And that should be exciting. So I'll keep you informed of that, and I'll let you know what's going on. And in the meantime, I'll be doing my thing anyways. Now, I know a lot of people got upset about the filming. And it's 2026. There's cameras everywhere, literally everywhere. You can't leave your house without being on camera. You're on camera in your car. You're on camera in everybody else's car when they see you. There's just literally cameras everywhere. We need to get over this camera phobia thing. And, but I'm standing on what I told you. If you want my help, and if you want to see any of this stuff, you will allow me to video you. That's just the rules. I have to audio record it anyway. What's the difference? I get so frustrated about that. But anyway, because of that, like I told you before, I am working on a website. I asked for help from other people so we could do it for free, but we can't. I just can't do it that way. I had a dream, and I made it clear what my dream was. I want everybody to be able to leave their wallet at home just for a night, just for one stupid night. And I got heat from so many people in the business, people that are healers. Wow. So, anyway, that's the way that's going to be. That'll end up being a commercial site. And I can't make the scheduling system work without the credit card and all that stuff. I didn't want to do that. It's like I'm being forced to commercialize this thing. And it shouldn't. It's such a cool thing. It's for everyone. And it should be free. That's my dream, to make it free. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm not going to stop trying. I'm going to keep seeking other healers that will help me, will do what I want to do, is give the healing to the people. They can still make money on it. I don't care. But one night, is that much to ask? One night where people could just leave their wallet at home. So it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But if somebody wants to set up something like that, and there's no cover charges, there's no fees for anything, I'm in. Count me in. And I have friends that will come in with me. And we can do a good show. You can have a good time. You can learn something about yourself. You can look inside. Some people pay top dollar to look inside. We give you inside for free. So, I hope you'll take advantage. I'm not even going to put my email out there anymore. There's too many. There's too many now. I'm trying to answer every single one. I really am. And I hope they'll slow down a little bit. And what can I say? I'm only one person, you know? So I've got my Coke Zero today. Oh, dangerously cold. And you know, right now in Maine, it's 76 degrees. There's hardly any wind at all. There isn't even much traffic noise anymore. Even though there was an accident at the corner and they've been diverting traffic. There isn't even much traffic. All I can hear is a few cars way in the distance. But we're not going to do any hypnotizing today. I think I've done enough of that already. Some people have got a taste of it. Some people love it. I don't know anybody who doesn't, honestly. Hey, there's some traffic. UPS. I was wondering. Anyway. So, I'm not going to harp on that. I'm just going to talk about Maine, and we got a blue sky, totally blue sky. Absolutely blue. And I don't even see the smoke from those Canadian fires. So, there's flower smell in the air. My garden's growing. You can see these flowers, these babies. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it, huh? Look at that. Wow. Anyway, I planted some impatiens there, and those just love this spot. It's just the right amount of light. And you know, impatiens don't need much light. They almost need shade, but they can handle a little bit of light. So that's why I like them. And yeah, as you can see, they like living here. All right, so let's see. What else is new? Has anyone heard of the company 360 Print, I think it's called? 360 Go Print, maybe? Anyway, they ripped me off. I've tried. I've worked with them. I've told them what the problem was. I had some business cards printed out. And I had material on the front and material on the back. And they charged me for a front and back. And then when I got them, it's just printing on the front. The back was blank. So, like, they're no good to me. And I told them, you know, I paid for front and back, and you didn't print the back. And they sent me like a computerized letter saying, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't the quality you expected, and whatnot. But have a nice day. That's not the way to run a business in this country. 360 Print. I think that's the name of it. I don't know. I forgot the name of it. 360 Go Print, maybe? Anyway, I'd be very careful about using that company. In fact, I would advise against using that company. They apparently aren't going to cover their mistake. So I'm ordering from another company. I hope I don't get ripped off from them. They're in Delaware. And I'm sure Delaware probably has some laws that lets them get away with that kind of rip-offs. But the more people that know, the better. And that's the truth. They stole from me, and I feel that I have a right to mention them and tell the world what they did. But that's just me getting even. You see, pretty soon they'll be begging me to correct this. I guarantee you. And when my buddy puts this on TikTok, 360 go print. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yelp. YELP. If you want to give a recommendation to the company. You know, this happened to me once, years and years ago. There was a printing company. I'm trying to think of what their name was. Kinko's. I don't think they're even in business anymore. Kinko's. Well, they ripped me off one day. I went there to make some prints, contact prints. These are when you take a negative and put it against the paper and have it develop. It's the same thing except digitally, where you're taking maybe 20 or 30 pictures and putting it on one sheet. Little squares, you know. Thumbnails, we'll call it. So they demanded that I pay the single rate for a picture copy for every single thumbnail on there. And there was like 30 on there. That's crazy. That's not how it's done. They demanded it. Of course, I wouldn't pay it. But the fact is, I was still ripped off. And I went on, at the time, AOL chat room. I opened up a chat room called, I got ripped off at Kinko's. And the room filled right up. I had like 50 people in the room. All these people complaining that they've been ripped off too. And, you know, I went to bed that night, didn't think anything of it. Got up the next day and decided to do it again, you know, run that room again. Well, guess what? The room was still running and it was jammed full. I couldn't even get in myself. I had to wait for an opening to get in. And this was the room I started. I got ripped off at Kinko's. And I had Kinko managers in there chatting, saying, like, what happened? Well, you know. So I'd tell them the story, and they're going, yeah, that don't sound right. Yeah. Boy, were they squirming. I forget what they made all kinds of promises to me and stuff if I would just take that room down. See, you can get even with big business if you know how. So that's why I mention it. 360 Go Print. I think that's the name of it. I recommend against using them. In fact, I recommend giving them a bad rep because no one likes to be ripped off. Let's face it. And, you know, there's not a whole lot of money, but it's just the principle of the thing. You know, they could have either like just credited me the money and fixed it or something. You don't have to just blow it off and say, well, we screwed up, but, you know, screw you. Oh, well. Oh, well. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else that's new. Nothing new to report. Just that it's a beautiful summer day. I'm out here with my Coke Zero. And I am about to partake in one of my favorite hobbies that I will not discuss on YouTube. But I hope you're having a great day. And if you're partaking, good for you. State of Maine says I can do that right here in my front yard. So, Captain Bob saying, take care, toodaloo, have a great day. And don't forget, Bob's World Life. on YouTube. Bye-bye. Love you.